Let's wait 30 more seconds and then we will get started, okay? Just to let you know, I started recording, okay? For lecture purposes. Let's just wait a little bit more for Jimena. Hi, Jimena.
Uh, Good afternoon. Can you see me?
Yes, of course. So good to have you with us.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, we're also missing Jorge, but that's okay. We're gonna start, okay? So we sent you by email a video about the IELTS speaking test sample. That's the name of the video. So let's talk about for a few minutes about that video. So please, Walton, can you tell us something about the video that we sent you before?
Yes. The assessor inquires the girl in order to get information about personal information about herself, likes and dislikes, and plans. She talks about um, that she's done working, that maybe she would like to work on specific profession in the future, and yeah, that's it. Those what I understood.
Okay, thank you. Jimena, would you like to add something to that?
Okay, I'm a little confused. The video I watched were about an example of IELTS, where the girl had to describe an event of her life. So the process is you have or we have a minute to prepare what we want to say and 2 minutes to talk about the important events. So yes,
Yeah, but that's another
The
video.
seventh, the
That was
seventh,
yes,
I
that
know.
seventh
was
one.
I watched
but
that too. So that was the
okay.
video that I just watched.
Yes, you're going
Oh,
just a little bit ahead of the encounter. But did you watch the video that Walton talked about? It was about an interview. Just the just the first part of this IELTS, the
Well,
speaking test.
this is the first one. This is the second part. The first one is was like a personal questions.
Right. Yeah. Go ahead.
Hmm.
Tell me
Yeah.
something about that, Adriana.
Well, it was
um,
like a personal question. Like yeah, I can say that a normal, yes, like usually question for yeah. It was the first part.
Okay, Jimena, did you watch that video?
no,
Just just
I
check it.
confused.
No, you didn't.
I was confused. I
Okay,
don't know
but
what happened.
that's okay. I mean, it wasn't a hard video to watch. It was so simple. Okay, and the video, that video is the introduction, and it is the interview for IELTS Part One. So there, the examiner will ask students general questions about yourself and a range of familiar topics, which is such as such as home, family, work, studies, and interests.
Yeah.
And you have to, yeah, the length of this first part, it will last it will last between 4 and 5 minutes, okay, per person, no longer
Teacher,
than that. Yeah, tell me.
I'm sorry, but I can hear you very well. It's broken the sound, and I
Oh,
don't understand what you are saying.
that's okay. Let me say that again. Do you hear me now? Do you hear me better now?
Yes, a little broken, but yes.
Okay, let me say that slower. So for this part one, you will have between 4 and 5 minutes per person. Okay, that's the length or the time for this first part. Then, kind of the procedure is that the examiner will ask you questions, general questions about yourself, and a range of familiar topics such as home, family, work, studies, or interests. Okay? So this
Okay.
first, okay, this part one is about. I mean, you as a student have to show your ability to communicate opinions and information on everyday topics and common experiences or situations by answering a range of questions. So this part one is one of the easiest, in my opinion, and it is just answering. I mean, why easy? Because those are questions about yourself. You will know the answer of those questions that the examiner will ask you, because it is going to be about you, hobbies, even, and yeah, work, studies, and so on. Okay, so this is not a really hard part, but it is 5 minutes, so you will have to be ready to talk on your own for 5 minutes. Okay, so this is the
Okay.
first. Then the second part is about the cue card that the examiner will give you, and then you will have 1 minute to prepare, and yeah, and so on. Okay, but now in this encounter, the idea is that we're going to practice IELTS part one. Okay, so
Okay.
yeah, so that you will get familiar with the procedure. So let me just give you some questions, and I will start. Remember that I have a chronometer here with me, and I want to start asking a couple of questions to Walton. Okay, Walton. So you will be here the first student to speak. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So remember that the examiner have several questions. So don't worry about taking too long answering a question. Okay. If
Yeah.
you finish, that's okay. You stop there. And I mean, if it is if it is a really good question and you can take advantage from that, I mean, you can extend your answer, your idea. But that's okay. So let me have my chronometer here with me, and I will start asking you a couple of questions about your work. Okay. So Walton, what's your job?
I work as a teacher. I teach fine arts and audiovisual media,
Okay.
photographic and cinema.
Sorry. Okay. Where do you work?
I work at Colegio Santana La Merici and Politécnico Gran Colombiano University
Okay. Why did you choose that job?
because I like film studies, I like arts, and my father is an artist, and he influenced me to continue with his 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 research. Yes, because he's working on a book, and we are working together to propose to raise some techniques to produce multimedia.
Is that a popular job in your country?
No, it is not. Film studies. Maybe there are a lot of students working on film studies, but there is not a huge range of um, possibilities to develop this career, this job.
Okay. I would like to move on and ask you a couple of questions about arts. Okay.
Hmm.
Did you learn art at a school when you were a child?
Yes, but my teachers were not able to teach that because they just were um, English teachers, math teachers, and they didn't have the techniques to produce those kind of techniques.
Is art popular in your country?
Yes, it is. I think Colombia is one of the most important countries about arts in Latin America.
Okay, have you ever been to an art gallery?
Yes, every
How was
week
for
and
you?
every time.
Yeah.
Last Friday I was in a theater, and there some people was performing some performances about the body and how the body is related to the context and the culture and the politics actually. the politics in these times.
Okay. Do you think children can benefit from going to art galleries?
Yes, of course,
Why? Give
uh,
reasons.
because arts help the people to discover and to express feelings, emotions, and such as um, abilities that maybe another fields other fields don't. Um, I was reading about I was reading about the strategies that oh my god that supports their concepts on arts and yeah.
Okay. Thank you so much. So this was part one of the IELTS. Okay.
Hmm.
So this is kind of the procedure. Okay. Adriana and Jimena. So it is something like that. So it will be questions back and forth. I mean, answer and then questions, and then you will answer something, and then. But those questions are going to be something that you will know how to answer them. Okay. It wouldn't be that hard. So the idea for you is to, I mean, if it is a simple question, you can do what just Walton did. I mean, short answers, and that's okay. The examiner has many others. But then if there is a big questions or a really good question that you can take advantage from that, maybe you will know a lot of that topic. Then you can show your vocabulary, the range of vocabulary you have, and then you will kind of like impress the examiner. But yeah, Walton, you were the first one just to give an idea of what the procedure of this part is. Okay. So now, let me go with you, Adriana. Okay,
Yeah.
we're gonna practice again.
Okay.
Just remember here with me, and at the end, I will give you some tips. Okay, but so far, this is the idea. You have uh, you did really good. Okay, hold on a second. I'm checking for my question. Okay, okay. So Adriana, let me ask you some questions about your free time. Okay. So, what type of activities or what kind of activities do you like to do in your free time?
Well, um, in this day, I prefer to go to just hike, because the only time that I really have right now is on weekends. So it's specific on my Saturdays. Yeah, because the rest of the week I'm so busy. So we just go to hike with some friends. Just try to find um, a good mountain and a good park or something like that. It's like a free time for us, and that's the usual thing that I really do. So another activity is, for example, if we just pick a movie and just go and watch the movie. We just go to the cinema and try to just watch that kind of movie. And that's it. Is
Okay,
That's it. Really.
okay. How long have you been interested in these activities?
Um. Well, how long? Well, the thing start because my daughter is getting some homeschool, so she has to get a report about her exercises on a week or in a report of her for school. So we just decide to do that. So it's like 3 hours. Well, if we go early on Saturdays we go like 3 or 4 hours just hiking. That's the activity that we usually do, and that's the long time that we spend in that.
So that means you like doing those activities with people, not alone, right?
No, no alone, because
Okay,
I'm scared
got it.
about animals around me. There is in here in California there is many coyotes and things like that. So it's alone and big parks around. So yeah, that's why.
Okay. Do you think people have enough free time?
Here Mm, well, it depends on the job that they are working on. So that's why. But usually, yeah. Well, here, people is so busy, so they can spend many time with their family. So yeah, I think so.
Okay, now I want to move on and ask you some questions about food. Okay. Do you enjoy cooking? Why or why not?
Well, I really don't enjoy cook, so my husband is the person who just cook on weekend. Yeah, because on week we know we are I don't know how to say this, but not lazy people. That is because we don't have enough time, so we just prepare something fast. So I am vegetarian, veggie. So it's hard when you have two or more people in your family that are not vegetarian. So you have to choose a good menu for that. But it's so difficult because you have to do some kind of food, right? So I don't know. I am not a good cooker. I have to say that. So I'm trying, but
O-
that's my
Okay.
truth. Okay,
Okay.
to be honest with you.
What kinds of food are popular in the country that you live in now?
Um, well, it's many things like well, if it is fast food, it's like a hamburger, pizza, and everything like that. Yeah. But if you are so healthy, you decide just to go to eat like a Chinese food is with a less I don't know how to say condimentos things things like that. So you try to just eat that. But the popular thing in here is I think that because there's many migrants around me, there is like tacos, Mexican food and things like that. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you so much. That was it. That was part one. Okay. That was good, Adriana. You did a really good job.
Thank you.
Some questions you gave extended answers, so that was kind of good. And also good vocabulary. And you chose, yeah, just do a lot of vocabulary things, so that was kind of good. So you're vegan, you're vegetarian, just that.
Yes, I am.
Okay, that's good. I know a lot of people that are vegan,
Yeah.
quite a good people. Okay, but that's good. Okay, thanks for that. Um, yes, Jimena, I'm going with you now. Okay, so
Okay.
this is just like the introduction. Later on, I will ask you again, Walton and Adriana, some more questions. We're getting deeper and deeper. Okay, so okay, Jimena, I would like to ask you some questions about your studies. Okay, so
Okay.
what are you studying?
Okay. I am studying English as a foreign language. In the university, I have studied about 4 years.
Okay, why did you choose that?
Okay. In my city, Fusagasugá, where I live, it's not easy to find a lot of careers or programs, um, because here you can find the University of Cundinamarca or UNAT or Universidad Remington, Corporación Universitaria Remington, mm, and no more. So the limited careers uh, uh, limit your options. But since I was in high school, I like English and another language. So when I finished my high school, I decided to start to study English and the university. And better if it's the opportunity to study to teach it.
Okay, what job would you like? Sorry, what job would you like when you have completed all your studies?
Okay. Mm, I think maybe my first option, my first choice is to be a teacher. I always have thought that a teacher is a very important person in our society. Eh, it's important to teach to the students and to the new generations a lot of things because the studies or the schools today are have a lot of uh, situations and difficult situations that for that reason we need to be teachers, to be integral teachers. So it's my mainly option.
Okay. I would like to ask you some questions about your hometown or city, okay?
Okay.
How how is your hometown like?
Okay. My hometown is not bigger, but it's not small. Is called the Garden City of Colombia. It's a quiet place. There are a lot of people who is kind, but since a long time to here until now, we have seen a lot of difficult situations, people stolen and insecurity, and a lot of situations that people that come here think that this isn't a good place to live, uh, about because the situations that are in here. But I think that in comparison with another places, as for example Bogota, this is a really good place. It's quiet, and you can go to there or uh, walking, and you don't need to go on a bus. It's nearly everything.
Okay. Okay. How has your hometown changed since you were a child?
Okay. Mainly in the security, I can say, because uh, since some time ago, it's very difficult for kids or for childs to be in the streets without the accompaniment of parents, because there are a lot of people who is stealing things, who is selling drugs, and I think that in all the cities in the country, you can see that it's normal now to see that people is selling and buying drugs, and it's not like before that you see some situations like this, and you were, oh wow, now it's normal, and it's difficult to see that. Yes.
Okay. Thank you so much. So that was it. Yeah, that was Jimena. Okay. This is the idea for part one. Okay. So when you get there, when you have the real one, I mean, of course, it is a mocking test, but it doesn't matter. You will be graded when the tutor that you will be assigned to, he will be asking you the questions, and you will have to perform well. So this is kind of the idea. Okay. So it is just part one, right? Answering questions about yourself, or maybe your city, or something that you will really know how to answer. Okay, it is not that hard. So the idea for you, remember, if it is a simple question, just answer it that way. Simple. Okay, simply answer it that way. Okay, if how, let's say, how are you? I mean, that's not going to be a question, but let's say that the tutor will tell you, how are you? And then you will say, well, I am so good, and this morning I woke up at 5:30, and I just had breakfast when it was 7. And so I mean, you don't need to do that, right? How are you? I'm really good. It has been a really good day so far. That's it. Okay. But then let's say that the examiner will ask you something about your work, or something about future. Let's say, what job would you like to get in the future? There you're able to provide an extended answer, and then you're able to show your range of vocabulary, and then that will give you more scores, more points. Okay. So let's say, Walton, you have a really good accent, really good pronunciation. That was so good. Also sometimes you get a little bit like stuck, like try to think something. I don't know if you're thinking in Spanish and then translate it into your mind, or if you're just finding the word, looking for the word in English in your mind. But sometimes that's a little bit like broken. So if you don't really know the word, I mean, if you don't really get the word in your mind, you can just skip it. Okay, try to say another thing, because that is something that will get your score low. Okay, like okay. So I mean, you have a really good English. So, but try to extend your answers. Okay, try to extend your ideas. Some questions you did really good. I mean, almost all of them, answering them properly. But at some of them, you will. I thought you were going to take advantage, because when I was asking you about arts, I was thinking this guy is gonna get it here. He's gonna hit the nail on the head, and then he's gonna just go straight, and then he's gonna show me the range of vocabulary that he has. And you did a little bit, but you can take more advantage. Okay, but you did quite a good thing. Okay, good job. And then also Adriana, you are more like fluent. I mean, you provided a lot of big answers, extended answers, so that's good. That is going to give you high score. Also, if you don't know a word in English, let's say you don't know how to say condiment or seasoner, doesn't matter. You don't have to say it in Spanish. Remember, that will be an exam, okay? So you don't need to show to the to the examiner that you don't know the word, and I mean that's okay. I don't know what's in your head. The examiner wouldn't know what's in your head, so that's okay. Just keep it, okay? Don't say, well, I don't know how to say bateria. Uh,
Okay.
um, oh my goodness, okay. So,
Yeah, I was just thinking. I forget the word. Really. I was
okay,
just thinking.
that was good. And Jimena, that was good. Selling drugs. When I asked you the question about your home city, hometown, sorry, the way that it has changed, really good reasons. Okay, remember to do that. Give reasons to your answers. Okay, let me ask you. Okay, how do you feel, Adriana? How was for you in the practice? How do you feel while you were talking?
Well, it was nice because it's some main topics, some topics that we usually just talk about that. So it could be a nice way to just try to answer that because it's what we just live. Okay, we are living in that environment, so it could be I was a little bit nervous because I don't know what was the question, but main time when you start to just ask me, I feel like comfortable. So that, that was a good exercise, I think. So.
Okay, how was for you, Walton?
The same happened um, with me. My father is a native English speaker. He is from Bahamas, and my best friend is from the United States. When I speak with them, I feel comfortable. I feel good. But when I speak with you, I just get scared of making mistakes and I can't speak. I really can't speak.
Okay. How was for you? I mean, you speak really good. You have a really good English and really good pronunciation. Jimena, how was for you?
Okay. As Adriana, I was a little scared, nervous. Mm, but it's for the situation that you are asking and we are answering. But I think that is very good. It's so good to have this space to practice.
Right.
And this step is very good. The first part of this exam.
Okay, and I think you're gonna do great. I mean, you have a really good English level, so your pronunciation is good. Also, you're fluent, and your understanding, your listening is just awesome. So have confidence when the examiner, if it is me, it doesn't matter, but maybe it will be another one. But you have what it needs, what it sorry, you have what it takes. So don't worry, and yeah, just have confidence. I mean, be confident in yourself, and you have a really good English so far. So this is the idea for part one, and then remember that IELTS is a bit different from the CIE, okay? Because here you will have more time to speak on your own. And of course, it is not going to be a pair work. So it is going to be only you. So somehow it's easier because of the procedure, because the procedure here for the IELTS is easier than the CIE, because the CIE you will have to remember that you have to bring into the conversation to your partner if he's not talking. If you don't do that, maybe you will get low score. Those procedures sometimes are a bit tiring, but here it is gonna be only you, and then you will have to answer questions that you will really know how to answer them, and that's not a big deal, okay? So try to be relaxed. A really good tip is that you have a cup of water or a bottle. Drink a little bit while you're speaking, and that will help you also with your I mean with your nervous system. Let's say it that way, okay? But don't worry. And also try to be in an open, like your posture will have to be open. That will help you also the flow of your voice, okay? But you all did a really good job. Okay, now I want to ask you more questions. Okay, so let's practice. I have here the chronometer with me.
Teacher,
Yes, tell me.
I cannot hear you very well. I can understand what you're saying.
Okay, that's okay. I was just saying some ideas. It doesn't matter. Let me ask you more questions, okay? So let's start with you, Jimena, okay?
Okay.
Oh, I know you were the last one, right? No, let's go with Adriana. Adriana, let me ask you some questions about okay, let me ask you some questions about TV, okay? So
Okay.
now what type of programs do you find funny on TV?
Mm, funny. Well, I can say the okay. So I have a program that I can see some programs from Colombia. So the just the program that I used to watch is La Gloria de Lucho. That's the funny thing that I can see because I'm from Bogota, so the words that they are just trying to speak, it's so funny. So I can yes, every night I can just smile and just to try to understand that. My husband is from Mexico, so he sometimes can understand the words from there, from Bogota, and it's so funny. That's the only program that I can say now that I'm just watching that is funny. Yes. The other things that I use see like La Voz from here things like that. But it's I don't know. They had a hard kind of job. So because we are like I have a child, so I have to be careful about what I'm just trying to watch. That's it.
Oh, okay. Which types of programs are most popular in your country?
Here popular. Well, it's a politician. Just like they are just trying to fight other mm, other with yeah the government and things like that. So that's the thing that we just I can say that yeah that the kind of that kind of programs are popular in here. So the other are like yes like I say like La Voz in here in US. The others is not only that a comedian things, but this kind of a politician things. Yeah.
Okay, what kind of things make you laugh?
Uh well, um, yeah. When I have a small dog, I rescued him from a people who just abuse him. So when he's trying, he doesn't have any teeth, so he's trying to bite me and things like that. So it's funny because I just failed them, and then after that, he's just trying to be aggressive with me and things like that. So it could be yeah, it made me be just a my yeah.
Okay. Do you like to make people laugh?
Yes, sometimes. Yeah.
Okay,
Okay.
how?
I don't know. It depends the situation, but here in United States is not the same kind of words that you can use. So it's so hard to try to, to just give I don't, it depends the context and the conversation about that, but and this depends the kind of people that you are just talking about. Yes. Um,
Oh,
yes, I try to talk about my own life. So yes, it's the context of this kind of situation.
okay, let me ask you a couple of questions about your daily routine.
Yeah.
When do you usually get up in the morning?
Well, my week start from Monday at 7:30. I had to just wake up, like at 5, I think so. Yeah, because I have to drive like 20 minutes from here, from my house. So it's 20 minutes. So I go to just leave my daughter and I come back. So then I have to pick up at 4. So it's a long way. Then she has a tutoring, so I have to just leave her in a tutoring, and then I just pick up and we arrive at home like at 7 p.m. So we have to make many homeworks, and then she start the next day, and she has many things to do. So it's so busy for us starting from Mondays. Really.
Okay, thank you so much. Okay, so that was it. Okay, you said that. Okay, Jorge, you're here. So good to see you.
Okay, thank you, teacher. Me too.
Okay, Jorge, now I will go with you, but let me say some things to Adriana. Okay, that was good, Adriana. So your husband is from Mexico, right? Where is
Yes,
he from?
he is from San Luis Potosí, is in Cárdenas. Yeah.
Okay, is it close to Ciudad de Mexico?
It's like I think 2 hours, 3 hours
That's
driving.
good. Oh,
Yeah,
that's so good.
yeah.
Okay, that's good. I'm in Mexico right now. I'm attending
Yeah.
some meetings that I have here, but I'm in Mazatlan. I
Oh,
will be
nice.
back in Colombia on the middle of May, something like that. I don't really remember the exact date, but that's so good. I was in Ciudad de Mexico 4 days ago, and now I am in Mazatlan, just attending a
Okay,
meeting.
and do you like
Job
the
meeting.
food there? Do you like
Of
the food?
course,
Yes, I like that.
amazing food, spicy food, so good, taste
Place.
amazing. Okay, so George, I'm going with you. Okay, we're just practicing part one of the IELTS part one, and the procedure is just you will have to answer some questions about yourself, and you will have 4 to 5 minutes to answer them, and then we keep going to the second part. Okay, I mean not in this encounter, but just for you to know. Okay, so now I want to practice with you, and let me ask you a couple of questions about childhood. Okay.
Oh, my childhood.
Okay. Okay, Jorge, did you enjoy your childhood?
No, teacher, not too much. I
Okay,
have a
why?
terrible childhood, teacher. My condition, my condition. When I was a child, my friends made me bullying all the time because I didn't have a happy childhood, teacher.
Okay, what? So tell me some memories about your childhood.
Hmm. Okay, my childhood was um, yeah, I
Okay, that's
don't
okay,
know.
George. That's okay, George. Don't worry. Don't worry. We're gonna switch the topic. Okay. So that's okay. You don't have to talk about that. Okay. Let me just go with you, Walton. Okay. And later on, I will get back to you, George. Don't worry.
Okay,
Good job.
okay.
And I will ask you some questions about a different topic. Okay. Okay, Walton. So let me ask you some questions, Walton, about magazines and newspapers. Okay.
Mhm.
Okay, Walton. Which do you prefer reading, newspapers or magazine, and give reasons? Can you please unmute? Okay, there you go. Go ahead.
I prefer reading newspapers because there I can find a lot of information about my real context.
Okay, what type of stories do you like to read about?
I like reading comedies, drama. I like reading uh, comedies and drama more.
Okay, do you think reading a magazine or a newspaper can help you learn a language? Why?
Yes, because maybe there are some expressions that I don't know by heart. Maybe I know, but I don't know by heart. And some grammar structures, order of the sentences, and vocabulary that I don't have any idea what it does mean.
Okay, why do you think some people prefer magazines or to newspapers?
It depends on people. People who is interest who are interested in knowing about his or her their real context prefer reading newspapers, but if you are interested in no sé cómo se llama farándula, um, you can read magazines.
Okay, now I'd like to discuss your nighttime dreams, okay? So,
My
do
what?
you dream nighttime dreams? Do you dream much at night? Do you have dreams
Mm,
while you're sleeping?
no, not much. No.
Okay. Do you often remember? Okay, hold on. Can you please mute your microphones? Maybe it's Jimena. I'm not quite sure, but let us mute the microphones because it is a bit clear. Maybe Jorge and Adriana will help. Will let's check if it works. Okay, then it was you, Walt, but that's okay. I mean, you have to unmute it because you have to speak. So let me ask you again. Do you often remember your dreams?
No, actually, I don't remember what I dreamed yesterday. What I have dreamt yesterday.
Okay. Do you think we can learn anything from dreams?
It's a good question. Yes. Um, Maybe you can dream what is going to happen in the future. I don't know how to say that in English. Como, in Spanish either. Um, but maybe dreams are a reflection of what you have done in the day, and and you can learn from them. Mhm.
Okay. Do you think that dreams can come true?
Yes, everything depends
How?
on you. If you how it depends on the path, but for example, last week I dreamed that I was singing, and I can reach that uh, if I just oh, if I just look for the opportunities to work on that.
Okay. Okay. Thank you so much. That was it. Okay. That was good. Something. Yeah. Later on, I will give you for you all some tips. But yeah, great, great. Okay, George, I'm going with you now. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, George. Let me ask you some questions about your work. Okay. What's your job?
Okay, I'm not working as an English teacher. I am working level care on my city. I have to commute 2 hours every day.
Okay. Do you like your job?
Yeah, I love it, my job. I like to teach. tutor. I have a small group. I had 25 students, and I enjoy my English class. Mm.
Oh,
Because I
okay.
like to be dynamic in my class. I don't like to write on the board all the time. I don't like that processor. I like to do dynamic games that they are listening music. I consider my students enjoy the English class.
Okay. Do you get on well with your colleagues?
Do you well? Could you repeat that, please, teacher?
Yes. Do you get on well with your partners, with your
Yeah,
colleagues?
yeah, I get on with my coworkers. Yes, I get on well with my coworkers. Yes, teacher.
Can
Very
you
good.
describe a little bit your relationship with them?
Mm, no, no, no.
Okay.
I have a good relationship with them.
Okay. If you had the chance, would you change your job?
Oh, no, teacher. I love my school. I love my students. I love so much, teacher. If I day a day I will survive, and I gonna be an English teacher. I love it,
Okay.
this career.
Okay. Now I would like to move on and ask you some questions about birthdays. Okay. So, do you enjoy your birthdays?
Uh, yeah, I enjoy. Yeah,
Do you usually celebrate it?
our teacher. Okay, is okay. There is one a part of my life that is very difficult. Yes, teacher. When I was in my job, when I am in my job, when I am working, is my I feel very happy to be there. I feel happy to transmit my knowledge to my students. But about my birthday, um, it's so difficult to to give the answer
Okay,
at
that's okay. That's okay. Let me ask you a couple of questions about computers, okay? So let me switch the topic. Do you often use a computer?
yes, teacher. I am working a computer every day because I have a virtual students.
Okay. Do you prefer desktops or laptops?
Could you repeat that, please, teacher?
Okay, let me just switch the let me change the question. What do you use your computer for? Give details.
What you use?
What do you use your computer for? Give some details.
Okay. I use my computers only for work, for working, teacher, because in this moment, Sena gave me four groups, and each one is I has 25 students per group.
Okay. Do you think it is important to learn how to use a computer?
Or depend how you are going to use that computer. For me, it's better tool when you are going to learn English or when you are going to work or depend how it's up to you how you are going to use the computer.
Okay, thank you so much, George.
Okay.
That was it. Okay, so let's practice with you, Jimena. Okay, Jimena? Okay, so let me ask you some questions about dictionaries, okay? Do you often use a dictionary?
Mm, no, no, I don't usually use it.
Okay,
Maybe when I have a doubt or when I need it, I ask for people who has the knowledge. For example, in English, I have a friend that she speaks English. She speaks English, And when I need or I have a doubt for a work or for something, I ask her, because she she's always telling me about stories and how she learned about this topic.
Okay, what do you, okay, when you use dictionaries, what do you use them for?
Okay. If I don't have the opportunity to ask someone, I use to know about words or about the use of the words. But generally, I use resources online or translator or something like that.
How do you think dictionaries are useful for learning a language?
Okay. I think that in college, in schools, it's very important to use the dictionary. I remember that when I was at school, in high school, this was uh, our tool, because, for example, in my case, I always saw the same topic. For example, I saw for 3 4 years I saw verb to be, for example. And when I need to know more things or to get vocabulary or something like that, I used the dictionary.
Okay, let me just change the topic to family and friends, okay? Do you
Uh,
spend much time with your family?
okay. In this moment, I can't do it a lot as I would like, because for working and for the university is difficult. But when I have the time, when I have a minute or an hour, I would like to share with them. I like to watch a movie or and just
Oh, are you there? I just lost you.
yeah.
Okay, okay, sorry. So who are you? Okay, let me ask you this. Do you prefer spending time with your family or friends?
Okay, I prefer spend time with my family. Mm, I am not a person of a lot of people that, for example, that I call friends. I don't have a lot of time for the reason of my work. But the people that I work with are my friends, or if I can share with another friends, I do it. But if I have time, I would like prefer firstly with my family.
Okay, are you still friend with people from your childhood?
Um, no, I have not this luck. Luck is como suerte, ¿sí? I think that people that I knew is not here, but I think that maybe is people that you don't have to do with. Yes.
Okay, thank you so much. So that was it. Let me just give you some good job. Let me say that. Adriana, George, Walton, and Jimena. Really good job. There are gonna be some questions that are like, what? Maybe they're not familiar to you, or maybe they're just, let's say, weird questions. Maybe uncommon questions. That's a better word to describe it. Then,
Okay.
I mean, you will have some time to think a little bit about it, so you are able to buy time. What does it mean? You can say, well, that's a good question. I mean, if you don't know the answer right away, you can say, oh, really? I haven't thought about that, but that's a really good question. Give me a second, and then you will start talking something. Okay, you will be able to speak. That's better than just wait like saying eh, and okay, you can buy time saying that is a good question. Let me think about it just for a moment. I mean, you wouldn't take like 15 seconds. thinking about the answer, but just while you're saying that, something is going to come up to your mind, to your brain. Okay. So also answer the question and provide maybe two details. Okay. That's a really tip for you. You answer the question and then provide at least two details, and that's it. That's good. And always remember to give reasons. Okay. Let's say, do you like pets? No, I don't like pets. Pets. I mean, that's good. You answered, but this is a exam. Okay. So you have to put a bit, you have to be like better than that. No, I don't like pets. Why? Because of this, and that's it. Okay. You can provide two details. But I think you did a really good job. I mean, all of you have really good English. And yes, Walto, let me encourage you. Your English is so good. Okay. So please try to provide bigger answers. Okay. Try to make it a little bit longer. Okay. Try to extend your answers because you have the English to do so. So, I mean, you have to take advantage from some questions, and then you will be able just to show the range of vocabulary you have. But you are doing a really good job. Okay, so do you have questions about the procedure or maybe the time or maybe I don't know, or a comment, something that you would like to say, or is everything clear? Okay, so I think it's everything. Okay, that's good. So thank you so much. I have another group, and see you next encounter. Okay.
Thank you,
Okay, sure.
teacher.
Thank
Okay.
you. Thank you so much.
Walton, I will answer to you. Okay. So I will type. I will write to you to answer
Okay.
back the message that you sent to me. Okay.
I have a question.
Okay, about the lesson or
No.
it's a personal one?
General question about our career.
Okay, it is because I have to be in the other group. Can you
Okay.
please write the question and then I will get back to you? Is it okay for you? Sorry for that,
Yes.
but I'm running out of time. Okay, bye bye Adriana, bye bye George, bye bye Jimena, Walton, see
See you.
you.
Thank you.
Really good
Bye.
job,
Okay,
guys.
thank you.
Bye. Thank you.